everyone, I'm Chef Leroy and welcome to my cozy kitchen. Well, today I want to show you what I'm doing with the stock that I made just recently with chicken and mole. So let's get after it. All right guys, so as I said, I had made chicken stock recently, and this is my chicken stock with mole. All right, I used chicken broth, which I kept saying in the other videos, chicken stock. I'm just so used to saying chicken stock. But I was using Swanson's chicken broth to make chicken stock. All right, what's the difference between the two? Well, broth is maybe a little more refined, so you can technically just drink it as part of a meal. But in theory, basically, they're the same in a sense, okay? I'm going to use mine for a soup, but I'm not making my soup anytime soon. So what I want to do is vacuum seal my stock using my Avid chamber vacuum sealer, and this is the USVX model, okay? So I do have my stock in a bowl. I have another small bowl here, which I'm going to use to take the fat off the top of the stock. As I said in my video before, you're going to want to remove the fat off the top of the stock after it. Solid up a little bit so you can get it off there. Now, one thing about that, if you wanted to save some of that fat, you can use it as a saute oil if you're making soup. It actually has a really nice flavor. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I could save it if I wanted to, and I could also vacuum pack that and freeze it as well. But that's a different step. So the first thing I'm gonna do is show you how to take your stock, your fat off your stock, and then get your stock into your vacuum bags and get it vacuum packed. All right, so let's bring that camera down a little lower so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I have a cup here that will be for moving my stock from the bowl into my vacuum bags. So first thing I want to do is get the fat off the top. So I'll use a spoon, and you can see it's hardened. See that there? We'll just put that right in the bowl. Of course, I got Louis looking at me down here. Louis, I'm working on stock, buddy. It's not meat, okay? There we go. All right. Now, I have my vacuum bag here. I'm going to take that stock and pour it right into the bag. All right. Now, generally what I've been doing is I'm only using 3 cups of liquid to these bags. That's where I've been staying this whole time. Now, when I go to pour this in here, I want to, I'll move my hands over so you can see better. I want to hold one side of the bag on the stand, and the other one can hold, it'll be hanging by itself. But just stabilize it with the one finger on the bag. That will keep it from falling in. All right, that was 3 cups. I think I'm gonna add an additional cup. All right, there we go. So we'll have 4 cups of liquid in the bag. Okay, I want to try it with 4 cups. I've been using only 3 cups up to this point, but I don't know how much stock I actually have. I don't know that I measured it when I did all this, but anyway, let's go ahead and get this bag vacuum packed. All right, we're next to the chamber vacuum sealer. Again, this is the Avid chamber vacuum sealer. This is the USVX model, all right? Let's open the cover. This is your chamber inside. This is the seal bar, which is really nice because we can remove it. This little tab right here is your release, your clip to hold your bag down. So let's go ahead and turn this on. All right, now I'm gonna vacuum seal on level 2, seal time 1, and I'll show you how that works. All right, let's remove the bag from the stand. And then let's go ahead and pull the bag back up, because I always roll my bags down to keep this top part clean. So when you're sealing, it doesn't cause an issue with the seal part of it. All right. Let's go ahead and slide the bag back in. And we are going to slide this underneath the tab. Now these bags I bought them online. These are actually the Avid brand bags. And they're 2-sided bags. One side is really smooth and the other side is textured. And it took me a little bit to figure out, okay, what's the texture all about, until I had a bag that kept sliding backwards when I had the smooth side up. So you want to have this textured side up when you do the sealing. All right, push your clip down, put your cover down, and we're going to hit the seal. All right, here again, this is your vacuum level. I'm on 2, seal time 1, and I'm going to hit my auto vac and seal button to start it. There you go. You can see the level, these lights coming up, it shows you the activity time basically. And now it's have the blue light above seal. And that is it. Let's go ahead and pull it out of there. All right. As you see, it's completely sealed to the top all the way across, and nothing got past the seal. I think level 2 works really well, especially for freezing this liquid. I know I've had other comments about using level 3 for the seal, for the vacuum level, but I've found that level 2 works just fine with stocks like this. Again, do not try to vacuum pack a stock or a liquid when it's hot. Never do that. Room temperature is okay, but I recommend cold. Now, there are a little bit of air bubbles in the bag. I'll move my camera slightly over here so you can see what I'm looking at. Just kind of move that down here. All right, you can see an air bubble right in here. But again, I'm freezing this liquid, so the air in here does not matter for this frozen liquid. Again, this is the smooth side of the bag, and this is the textured side of the bag. All right, so this one's actually ready to go in the freezer. And what do we do before we freeze anything? We label it and date it. All right, let's work on the next bag. All right, so I've got another bag here. And as you can see, I've rolled the top part down. It keeps that top edge of it clean when you put your fluid in here. Then you get a nice clean seal. Let's go ahead and put this on your bag stand. And I've said this before, I found these stands on Amazon. They're pretty slick. I mean, is it a perfect stand? No, not really. But, you know, honestly, I've had good luck with it. So, again, hold one of the edges. And let's measure this out again. We'll get 3 cups in here. All right, there we go. And go ahead and pour your liquid in. Got a little sediment in the bottom, which is fine. Let's go ahead and add 1 more cup. All right, there we go. All right, 4 cups. So that's 1 quart of liquid. All right, then all we got to do is remove the bag from the stand and go ahead and vacuum pack it. All right, let's go ahead and remove our bag from our bag stand. Roll your edge back up. Make sure that textured side is up. You put it in your chamber. Slide the bag back. Got to be careful so you don't push your liquid out. Otherwise you're going to have a mess in your chamber. But I will say this is very easy to clean. All right, let's go ahead and slide that underneath. So these bags are slightly larger than a quart. I'm thinking that they're close to 1.5 quarts. I never really measure the full size of the bag. But again, I've got 1 quart of liquid in here. Now, I'm going to try an experiment. I want to go ahead and put it on vacuum level 3. And I want to show you what this looks like when it's vacuum packing on vacuum level 3. It's a completely different look. You're going to see this broth in here, or the stock. It's going to literally look like it's boiling. But I just want to show you the demonstration on it so you can see for yourself. And it also takes longer to seal too, or vacuum seal. First time I'm trying to do 4 cups on level 3. Now you see how it's starting to look like it's boiling inside there? That's just pressure. Oh, there we go. And now we'll check and see if this goes past the seal. All right. And done. Pull your clip up, take the bag out. And it did not go past the seal. So there you go, right there you can see. It's right at the top. And let's put it on the counter, and I'll show you what this one looks like. All right, so I took these bags out to show you the difference. So this was vacuum seal level 3, and this is vacuum seal level 2. As you can see in this bag, there is a air bubble floating around in the bag. This one has no air bubble floating around in the bag. That's the difference between the two seal times. So it does work. I'm very convinced now that I could seal liquid with 4 cups in the bag on level 3, and it will work out just fine. I didn't have any problems with the liquid pushing out of the bag into my chamber. So there you have it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and seal my last bag, and otherwise I will talk to you in a couple seconds here when I'm done. All right, here we go. This is the last one I just did. You can see there's no air bubbles in it. It does have, you can see the difference of the stock though. These are from the top of the stock. This one's a little bit darker because it was already in the lower part. This was the top of the stock here, and this is the bottom. And you can see that sediment that's in here. Anyway, that's how you do the vacuum packing soup with the Avid Armor vacuum chamber sealer. So anyway, I will, let me just give you a little recap real quick. All right, so again, I hope you enjoyed the video, enjoyed doing these for you. And this piece of equipment, the Avid Armor chamber vacuum sealer, has literally been a game changer in my kitchen. And I hope you get a chance to check one of these out. They're fantastic pieces of equipment. Again, I have the USVX chamber vacuum sealer by Avid Armor. This is again what the bags look like when they're sealed. It's perfect for freezing. Now I know exactly how much I have in my bags, so because I use a measuring cup, you know that there's actually a quart in each one. So you know how much you need or how much you have when you're making a soup or a sauce later on. Again, this is nice. Hands-free, helps you a lot. I do use one finger to hold it, but you have your other hand available to pour your liquid into your bags. These little stands are pretty slick. Fold down like this, can go right inside of a drawer. Nice and convenient. I want to show you a little bit of more features on the Avid Armor chamber vacuum sealer if I hadn't shown you in the past, or it's not as current, but let me bring the camera down and I'll show you a little bit more of the actual parts to it. All right, let's get there. All right, first thing I will show you is the cover. This rubber gasket comes right off of here, and it makes it really convenient to clean if you need to clean it. I haven't had to really clean it yet. I've wiped it off a bit, but haven't had any issues with it. It goes right back in there in that groove, just like so. Okay, so that's cool. Then, again, like I said, this is your seal bar. There's your wiring in there. There's tabs in here that create the heat. That comes out so it can be cleaned, which is really nice. And the tab in the front here, there's a little tab. This is what holds your bags down. Clips up and down. Okay, that's pretty nice. This rubber gasket around the inside, I haven't tried to pull it out, but, well, there you go. Look at that. You can pull that out and clean it. That's convenient, and I'm pretty sure you can get replacement gaskets for it as well. Also on the inside, I'll show you a little bit closer in here. All right, in here, this little port here is for this tube. Okay, you put one end into the port, this side, and then this other port goes into this side of these jar sealers, and this is for mason jars. Really slick. Put it on top, hit the seal, pop, they pop, seal up the jar really nicely. I've done a few products with this. I've done guacamole, and I've also done pesto in this way. You can also, if your jars are small enough, you can do the jars right inside the chamber vacuum sealer. So that's that part. Pull that tube back out. The other thing I really like about this machine, number one, you can put your parts back in, and I really like the fact that the cord unplugs from the back. There you go. Look at that. So you can disconnect the cord. It makes it so convenient for storage. You can put your pieces all inside this, just like this, and you've got a holding cabinet. The other thing I really like about it is it's got handles on the side to pick it up. And in the back, I'll show you the back here, there is that's your plug, and then it has an on-off switch, which is a really nice feature too. It does have a fan inside, so as you're running it, the fan will come on and it'll run for a while. I haven't timed how long the fan actually will stay on, but the fan does come on to keep it cool. All right, that's pretty much everything you need to know about the Avid Armor chamber vacuum sealer. And again, that's a USVX model. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. Vacuum packing, and more vacuum packing with the Avid Armor vacuum sealer. Oh, sorry, the Avid Armor chamber vacuum sealer. Don't forget the chamber part. Chamber vacuum sealers are completely different than your other vacuum sealers. Do not try to vacuum seal liquids with a normal vacuum sealer. You will have a big mess. Just to tell you that. I do have another vacuum sealer that I have, and it's great for dry products. No, I've used it many times, no problem. But not for liquids. It will not help. It will not be a favorable situation for you. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. If you enjoy the video, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding, 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 ding. And please leave me a comment in the comments below. I really appreciate that. It's nice to be able to respond to you and help you with anything that you need. Otherwise, Chef Leroy, and out.